Hello, hello. Hi, everyone. Woo! Thank you so much for being here. It's so wonderful to see lots of beautiful faces looking back at me, and quite terrifying, and I'm a little bit nervous. So I just want to start by welcoming Bill Nicholson, who will do our Welcome to Country.
Yes, good afternoon to you all. And the first thing I'd like to say actually is I always like to thank the hard workers behind gatherings or events held on Wurundjeri country for showing a great deal of respect in inviting a traditional owner elder to come and conduct a welcome to country speech or ceremony. For thousands of years, when people have gathered on this sacred land, and I guess I'll explain it in a contemporary sort of fashion, there has been a ceremonial process that has allowed people to conduct their business in a culturally safe place. And in our language, we call it Tandaram Naji. In English, we call it Welcome to Country. So keep that respect in mind because it very much relates to feeling truly welcome to this land under Wurundjeri cultural law. The basis of culture to me is language. You know, we're pretty much, I don't know if I'm technically correct saying this, but just about every language on the planet has some sort of connection to Wurundjeri land these days with the great multiculturalism that we have on Wurundjeri land. Our language was banned in 1863. We're still trying to reconnect and reclaim it, and I'd like to share a little bit with you. Wiminjika, Gabamala Mangil, Balambunyanabul, Waranjeri Balak, Nirana Magagil Bill Nicholson. I welcome you here for a purpose or reason, and that purpose or reason is to celebrate some magnificent photography here. I greet you, and good day from the Wurundjeri people. My name's Uncle Bill Nicholson. I stand here very proudly as an elder of my people. I was very fortunate that my father gave me a chance to learn my people's story because generally, as an educator myself, I do find within the community, generally if you're over the age of 30, you probably didn't get a chance to learn Aboriginal perspectives in your own education. And I've just turned 30, so I classify myself part of that as well. But my story was a story that was swept under the carpet of this nation's history. My job is to share it with others because there's many lessons to be learned. I'll share a couple of those perspectives today. We are the sole surviving sovereign clan of the Birrarung, historically misnamed as the Yarra, and that name kind of stuck. But saying that, it's very kind of sad saying that actually, because that means there was other family groups here living and thriving along the Birrarung and our neighbouring river, the Maribyrnong. I'd like to acknowledge them because if we don't speak about things like this sometimes, they're easily forgotten. I'd like to acknowledge my elders past for their strength, resilience and wisdom. If you've never thought about connecting to the Wurundjeri story, these two names I'm about to mention are a great starting point. But it does test your emotions. Anger, sadness, frustration, but there's also inspiration as well. People like Simon Wonga, you might have heard of Wonga Park out in the east of the city here. He's our first land rights advocate. He set up a place called Corrindurk where all Wurundjeri people come from. His predecessor, William Barak, our first human rights advocate. Someone who fought for the equality of Aboriginal people in a world that did not want it. And they are very much inspirational, as I mentioned. I'd like to extend my acknowledgement to community leaders here today. From a cultural point of view, a community leader conveys the voice of their community and the community gives them that voice by the actions and the respect built from their actions. Environmental leaders here today, we need you more than ever. Country's always talking to us. Are we able to tune ourselves into country's needs? Because in our culture, and Parks Victoria stole this slogan off us, healthy people, healthy country, is very much part of Wurundjeri culture. And cultural leaders here today. And what I mean by that is I want people to feel culturally safe on Wurundjeri land to share your stories. Now, whether that's verbal or through imagery or through dance or music or whatever it might be. Feel culturally safe to do it because the more of this that occurs, the more listening occurs. The more listening is the basis of mutual respect. And in our language, we call that Jindi Warabak Balak. It creates unity within the community. Let's also try our very best to care for the land and look after one another. The history of Wurundjeri country was tough, and I'm using kind words right there. I could say it was pretty brutal. But the message from the past is let's learn from those mistakes. And when I welcome people to my lands, I challenge people to eradicate racial discrimination off our country. We don't want to leave that for our future generations. And Australia was built on it, but if we are a progressive society moving forward, we must learn from those mistakes and let's just eradicate that. We treat people like the way we want to be treated. The Welcome to Country ceremony is like a passport. There's many different aspects to it, but one key aspect is the smoking ceremony where we spiritually cleanse both Murrup Balak, the spirit of people, and Murrup Beek, which is the spirit of the land, and they're very much intertwined in our culture. So to feel truly welcome to this land, respect of people, country and culture is our law. It was never ceded, it's still here. And like I said at the start, I feel that respect. So on behalf of myself and my community and my ancestors, Waminjika Wurundjeri Bik, welcome Wurundjeri country to you all, and congratulations to the future award winners here with some deadly photos. Deadly means good, by the way. So, Nun Gudjin, thank you.
Thank you so much, Bill. And we just want to acknowledge that these lands were never ceded and always was and always will be Aboriginal land. Okay, hi everyone. Thank you so much for all being here today. It's an absolute honour for us to have so many people come down here and spend their beautiful Saturday with us. Tom.
Over to me.
Over to you.
I'm very nervous today for some reason.
So nervous today.
Yeah. And the fact that I'm dressed like a teenager I don't think is helping at all, but that's okay. So Photo Collective, for those that don't know, that haven't connected with us before, we're really a very small group. There's 3 of us, so myself, Harriet Tarbuck and Angus Scott, who's just about always behind the scenes but keeping the wheels turning. And we're a bit different from typical collectives because the way that we work is collaborating with artists and industry and bringing people together, and that's what today is all about. So, we're community organisers. We work to create opportunities for photographers and creatives in Australia, and we love to connect industry with artists as well. So that's what it's all about.
So we just would like to start today by acknowledging 2 very special people in our lives. And I'm going to get a bit emotional, but I'm going to try and hold it together. But as Tom said, community is everything to us. And we lost 2 very special people this year, Steve Scalone and EJ Hassan. This is a celebration of, I want this speech to be a celebration of life of theirs, even though I'm sounding like an emotional mess. But we want to acknowledge the impact they had on our industry and how important they were to us. And we didn't know them as long as we might have known others or others knew them, but boy, did they make an impact. And I just want to say a little incident with Steve last year when I was standing up here, shaking like I am now, and I turned to Tom, and I just saw Steve walk through that door, and he just gave me this huge big smile, and he was always there to make you feel warm and comfortable. And I just want to acknowledge that we miss his presence today.
And just a little bit about EJ Hassan, who, again, we knew really for a short time, but had a tremendous impact on us. So we first knew EJ through her photography, and she'd participated in the awards for quite a few years, and she was a finalist many times. And we fell in love with her photography because it really touches on what we look for through Photo Collective, which is beyond the surface of the photograph. We look for meaning, and that's something that EJ really strived for and was really excellent at. And we also were very lucky for Harriet and I to be EJ's teacher for a short period of time. I think EJ was actually our teacher a lot more than that.
Absolutely.
And for anyone that knew her, that crossed paths with her, she was just such an incredibly warm person, so encouraging of others. And yeah, we really loved her deeply. I also just want to say thank you so much to EJ's family for coming here today. Yeah, she meant a great deal to us, and she was just so pivotal to the photographic community. And I know that she would have been here celebrating all the photography on the walls. So yeah, well, she's dearly missed, but we also are so happy that she came into our lives.
She was part of our committee this year, and although we didn't quite sit on that committee with her, she's been very much a part of it the whole year, and she was very much a part of the shortlist announcements and the finalist announcements, with so many of you out there commenting and dedicating the shortlist and finalist images to her. So yeah, we just we want to thank EJ's family for being here, and we just want to say how much we love EJ and Steve.
And if the boys ever decide that they want to pick up a camera, come and see us, because we'd love to support that journey too.
100%. Okay. So this is going to sound a little bit like we're shifting gears here. But we do want to recognise our sponsors and people that are supporting us. And for us, it's not just about brands and sponsorship. It's always about people. And the people that we work with are incredible. So Julie and Ross and Kylie, who's not here this year, but is in spirit, thank you so much. They are representatives of Nikon and absolutely supporting everything we do and have done for years. Ricky, Vicky, Daniel, Collarts, everyone at Collarts, thank you so much. You've supported us for the last few years, and I think our night last night went amazingly, and we do such great things together. So thank you so much for what you do. We'd like to thank HC Pro, who's printed the whole exhibition and all the signage outside. They're fantastic at what they do, and we're so proud of seeing all your beautiful work up here like this. It looks amazing. We want to thank our sponsors, Photoplay, who always show up every year here, all the way from Sydney. Alison and Ross, thank you so much. It's just amazing having connected with you over this time. Sally, you've been with us from the beginning, and your support is, you're the most energetic person in the industry, I think, and your support is never waning, so thank you. KL, again, you've been with us from the beginning. It's so amazing that you're here year after year, and you're there to answer emails right up until the week before when we're asking for stuff. So thank you so much. You're always a part of it, and it's amazing that you're here, Scott and Michael. And we'd also want to thank Lowenstein's Arts Management, Evan's in the room somewhere, for all your support, and Media Arts Lawyers, Yasmin and Isabel, thank you so much as well. Just finally, I want to thank Bodrigi, which is like where we are. These guys are just so great. Yeah. This premises is amazing, and you know, it's the third year we've been here, and we just can't imagine. We keep trying to think of like mixing it up, but it's just too great being here. So thank you all so much for all your support.
There should be more exhibitions in breweries, like we think. But, you know. And we know you'll be thinking about that later on while you're partying into the night. So a few more people that we really want to thank are, people that are part of our team. So Angus Scott, Gussie, who's just so pivotal to what we do. It's really just the three of us trying to do, a lot of work. And Gus carries such a big load for what we need to do. I'd also love to thank all the Collarts volunteers that are around the place taking photos tonight, welcoming people as they come in. And every year this is an initiative that we're sort of growing, and do chat with these guys if you're a photographer, because they're really wanting to connect with industry and get to know you guys as well. Our committee for this year, every year we reach out to people that we want to work with. Some of them know us, some of them don't. But it's always a really amazing way for us to, discover new work and find new voices in what we're doing, and that's really important to us. And the speakers that we have for this weekend, so we had some fantastic talks last night. We got some really great talks coming up, which is a bit weird for me to say because I'm part of the next one.
So Meg Hewitt and Tom Goldner will be talking after this at 2:30 upstairs. So please stay around and come up and listen. It's going to be absolutely wonderful. I can't wait for it. Yeah.
Okay, and before we get into...
we also have 2 talks tomorrow. I'll just shout out while we're in the talks bit.
Get that out.
Yeah, Christine Ward and Jake Wilton will be talking tomorrow, first up. And then Araya Lloyd, Madeline Bishop and Hilary Ward will be talking as well. So please come here, come down and, listen to these amazing talks.
Okay, last thing from me before it gets to the pointy end. You've got a few more things after? No? Okay. I'm making a little bit of this up, as always. A huge thank you for everyone who gets around us and participates and is part of the community that we're trying to build here. First and foremost, to people that enter the awards, and a big congratulations to the finalists that are on display here. There's a lot of people that are entering beyond what's on the walls here, and we really want to recognise that. So seeing the short lists and the work that Harriet and I have the privilege of seeing every year, it doesn't work without that participation. So first and foremost, thank you to you guys. And then the other part of it is everyone who's here today who might be watching online. Community doesn't work without participation. And we love having you part of it. We love seeing this grow every year. So without you, it doesn't work. So thank you so much for showing up and being interested in what's going on here.
Okay, should we announce some winners? Amazing. So we've got various different people announcing the winning category, the winners today. So first of all, I'm going to ask Kate Mollenkamp to come up, who is on our environment committee, and she's going to be announcing the environment winner.
Hi there. So first off, I'd like to express my heartfelt congratulations to all the finalists this year. Oh, sorry. Yeah. Okay, take 2. First off, I'd like to express my heartfelt congratulations to all the finalists in the environment category this year. Their reflections on self and nature, climate change, country, exploration, exploitation, lifeblood and blood money, life, death, rebirth, reclamation, just to name a few threads, serve as catalysts for the important conversations we need to continue having as photographers and as human beings. I'd like to make some honourable mentions to works from Renee Saxby, Alethea Casey, Lawrence Chan, Sari Sutton, and Lauren Coran for their incredible submissions. This year's prize for the environment category is a $4,000 voucher from KL Australia, and we are delighted to award Cactus Car by Hilary Ward-Hoare.
I'm hopeless, I'm a crier. Thank you so much. Hi, Vicky. I just want to say to Bill Nicholson, I thought that was an amazing welcome to country, so thank you for that. To Harriet, Gussie and Tom, you guys are amazing. I absolutely love what you do. And I think there should be more of it, definitely. Thank you everyone for entering. This image for me was part of a body of work that I exhibited in Canberra last year. Sold all the prints except one, made a profit. And it's been quite successful for me. So I actually sold it a few times at the actual gallery as well. So I was very happy with that. And it's an amazing image for me, because I absolutely love it. And if you can't really see it up there, but there's a little sticker on the side of the car that says feral, and it is really feral car. But nature has taken over, and that's what I love about it. And after everything's said and done with climate change and everything, which is something I'm very passionate about, nature will reclaim this world that we have been sort of desecrating, basically. So thank you, everyone. It's absolutely wonderful. Who did I get the prize from? Thank you, KL. Thank you.
Did you want to ask something or?
It's okay.
Thanks, Kate. Okay, so the next category is the animal category. Tom, I think. I'm just making sure that. Oh no, experimental. Great. Okay, so experimental is going to be presented by Araya Loynd, and here she comes. So maybe you can grab that mic.
Oh, yeah, sure.
Hang on. Araya was also on our committee this year and did a beautiful artist talk last night as well, so she's fabulous.
Thank you. I just want to say a big thank you to the Photo Collective team. I hope you all realise how important the work that they do here. It's so rare to have an organisation that allows anybody to have a chance. It's based on the merit of the work, and there are no names attached to any of the images, and that's a rarity, and it allows all voices to break through, which is phenomenal. So thank you. All right, so I'm speaking on behalf of Alison Bennett as well, who's the other member of this committee. And it was really interesting to be on the other side. We had to come to a unanimous decision, and there was so much experimental work, some had to be explained to one another if we didn't quite understand it, which is exciting. Getting down to the last 2 or 3, there was a bit of a battle, I think, but we came to a unanimous decision that everyone agreed on, which I'm so pleased about. The prize is for HC Pro voucher to the value of $4,000. Unbelievable. And the winner, with an image titled Scarred at the Root, is Francoise Snyders. I hope I said that right. Francois? Is she here?
Hi, Francois. Nice to meet you. Congratulations.
Congratulations.
Come on up.
Such a. I love your work. Would you like to say some words?
Sure. Hi, everyone. I've never held a mic before,
Just keep it
nor
close.
received an award. I'm so honoured to be here with you all, with such deadly artists. Thank you, Uncle Bill, for the words you shared earlier too. It really moved me, as did your words with the loved ones you've recently lost. I'm honoured to be here, honestly. I'm so grateful, and I just want to thank everyone. I want to thank Photo Collective for all your effort, time and love that you put into making this happen, and all the sponsors, of course. I'm really looking forward to meeting the other artists who are here today. I admire many of you. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Congratulations. There you go. That's it. Okay. So, sorry, getting a bit. Okay. So the next category, I am going to reward myself. So it's the animal category. I had the fortunate position to be in a room with 2 incredible committee members, Christine Ward and Matthew Bagley, who are absolute professionals in their industries, in their areas of expertise, and to hear what they think about the animal kingdom and the animal world is absolutely amazing. And so I am thrilled to announce this award. This person's entered our awards over the years, and to be able to see them have a win is just wonderful. So I'd like to say congratulations, Jake Wilton, with his image 1 in a Million.
Right, thank you. Thanks everyone for coming, and thanks Photo Collective for the amazing competition. This is a competition that I've entered pretty much every year since I started photography, so about 7 years or something now. My mum and dad came down from the mid-north coast as well, so it's good for them to see me up here, I guess. They missed out on the last award a couple of years ago for another competition. But this photo is actually, it's a bit of a full circle moment, because I grew up in the mid-north coast of New South Wales, in a famous dive spot. It's called Fish Rock Cave, so that's where I got into the ocean and environment, that sort of stuff. And at that location, I actually was a dive guide for a photography couple who came there and done a promo video for our dive shop. And a few years later, they were actually the ones who got me over to Western Australia, to the Ningaloo Reef, where I got into photography in the first place. So a few years on, only last year, they actually headed over to Papua New Guinea, and they started a conservation initiative and ran a resort over on this island group called the Conflict Islands. And basically they turned poachers into conservation rangers and saved an entire sea turtle population, which actually come from the Great Barrier Reef, so it's all connected, you know, separate countries but all one environment. And they got me over there, and this is where the photo was taken. And without them, the photo wouldn't have been taken, and without them, I wouldn't have even gotten to photography in the first place. So it's a bit of a full circle moment.
It's amazing.
And yeah, it's an honour to be here, and thanks everyone, and hope you enjoy the rest of the day.
Amazing. Thanks so much, Jake. I've got you. Here's your. There you go. That's a voucher from KL. So that's another voucher from KL for $4,000 that Jake's just won. Student. Okay, student category. So I'm going to ask Vicky Bell, who is on our committee for the student category this year. Vicky's been amazing. It's been quite the ride in the student category this year, and yeah, you've been extra special about it. So I'll stop talking.
Never stop talking. Never stop talking. I feel like I want to sing. How amazing is this work? I know it's a song that's got photography in it. Girls on film. I just want to say a big thank you to the Photo Collective. We at ColArts see you as family, not as just sponsors, but as family. And I'm just so thrilled to be presenting this award, especially. I just, on behalf of my awesome colleague, boss, Ricky Bunda, we had the pleasure of looking through the most incredible work that gave us goosebumps. It was really difficult decision. In fact, we met twice, didn't we, to come to that. I just want to also acknowledge the beautiful Steve Scalone, who is a dear friend of ours. And and EJ, I didn't get to meet EJ, but we exchanged some beautiful words. And I just know that their legacy of their education and everyone who came into their light, that their education will live on, their legacy will live on in all the students, and that's why I'm super proud to be presenting this award especially. EJ was meant to, judge alongside us, and I was just reading all these beautiful tributes, and I had to, there's one particular series of words that I had to pluck out, and I hope Kay doesn't mind that I share this, and I just thought, it was quite beautiful. About EJ, her boundless curiosity, passion and love of images was such a beautiful way of putting, her legacy into words, and I think that's what we're all here for. Like, that's all about exactly why the students are here, because we want to share that passion and that love of images. So, that said, I just want to also acknowledge our wonderful ColArts students. So if you could put your hands up, would be amazing. Thank you so much for volunteering. And I also want to acknowledge all the students in the room as well. And I really do want to encourage you to go and meet them. They want to meet you. They might be a little bit shy, but please, you know, let's build the community and have those conversations, and let's celebrate the next generation, which I'm all about. Woo! All about sharing. Sharing is caring. So it comes to that moment that we're going to announce the winner. But first, let's go to a commercial break. I won't do that to you. All right, you hold this. But I just want to say that this particular image, I promise I'll get off soon. It was raw. It was impactful. It gave us goosebumps. It was intimate, and I just can't wait to meet the beautiful photographer that captured this image. So it was called They. It's Lauren Hooper. Lauren. And I'm just going to read a bit of a description here. Alex and Jade discover a deep, unconditional friendship as they bond over their shared experience of having top surgery. Together, they find a sense of belonging and comfort in their own bodies. So, massive. Congratulations. Well done. Loved it. No, thank you. Please tell us something.
Wow. I feel incredibly humbled to even be here. I flew from Brisbane this morning, fly back tonight. I think as a student, we take on any work we can get. This is not probably what I usually do, but you know, I'll do anything, and that's how I learn. I'd like to thank the Photo Collective for putting this on. It's incredible that people like me can get some exposure and recognition, which we were talking about earlier. And all of the sponsors, thank you. It was shot on a Nikon, so that's lucky. I don't take lightly the trust that was instilled in me to take this shot, and asking permission to submit it for this photo competition. Alex now, has been on a journey, and I've been really privileged to be a part of that journey, and the vulnerability of this shot means a lot to me to be in that moment, and just be in that. Also like to thank my partner who's watching from the live stream. Thanks for always believing in me and for buying me a new camera.
Your journey's about to begin because you have won $1,000 of mentorship from the amazing and wonderful Sally Brownbill. So thank you.
I look forward to it. Thank you so much.
Okay, so I'm going to now ask the formidable Julie Kimpton to come up here, and Julie's going to present the next two awards, which is the documentary and the people, which Nikon support. I know.
Okay. Thanks, Photo Collective. Thanks, Harry, Gus, Tom. You're amazing. I'm not going to do too many thank yous because we've had a lot and they're all worthy, but we'll keep going. We love being part of this community. I know that is the word, but it is a community. Please say hi to the students. We love the students. You are the next generation. And come and say hi to us. If you don't shoot Nikon, you should. No, we're really cool. And by the way, yesterday was International Champagne Day. So I'm declaring
also your birthday.
It International Champagne Weekend. So everyone should grab a drink. There is no better place in the world to have an exhibition than a brewery. So please partake in the celebrations and enjoy everybody's work. So, all right. The winner of the Australian Photography Awards for 2024 documentary is Alethea Casey.
So Alethea lives in the UK, so we're going to invite Meg Hewitt up, who is a part of the committee, just to maybe say a few words on what she thought of the image.
And Alethea has won $5,000 worth of Nikon equipment of her choice.
Wow, what a prize. Thank you. So the documentary category, I was a judge alongside Adam Ferguson. Big shout out to everyone who entered the category. It was a really hard choice. And it's also so lovely today to see all the pictures up with the names underneath, because we didn't know whose images were who, and now I get to see all the names as well, which is great. So Alethea's picture, we chose Alethea's picture because it didn't just speak of the landscape in which the image was made, but also the sort of internal emotional landscape that her series is about. So her artist statement really was quite poetic as well. The title of the work is Waiting for a Bird, Ella, Millie and Adelchi, Currawong Creek, December 2023. And the description is, the first Christmas following my mother's passing was marked by profound sadness and brought the realization of the irrevocable changes in our lives that her absence left. The bond she had meticulously woven throughout her family was altered, and her absence shifted the very essence that's once unified our family. This work delves into our understanding of our roles within our family of origin and the broader context of our lives. It seeks to explore how each of us now fits within the familial tapestry and the wider landscape of our existence, reflecting on both our loss and the evolving living connections that continue to define our lives. Yeah, so congratulations to Alethea. Beautiful work.
Okay, it's our last category of the day and of 2024. What a moment.
I'm back again. I promise to not make the same faux pas as last night.
Please don't.
I will not. The winner of the portrait category is Madeline Bishop, 10 Strangers. Congratulations, Madeline. Beautiful, beautiful, powerful image. You've won $5,000 worth of Nikon equipment to your choice.
Oh my God, thank you so much.
Would you like to tell us a little bit about your image?
Yeah, so I'll just say, my friends were like, what are you going to say if you win? And I said, no, they warn the winners. I don't, it's all good, I'm not going to be up there. Okay, so this work, it's part of a wider series where I asked 10 people who didn't know each other, 10 strangers that I knew, to pose for a single image for me, where I asked them to kind of squish together as if they were bread forming into a bread tin. So really close, really intimate. So it's kind of really about that, the act of making a portrait and how much trust you have to put into the photographer and the other people that you're in the image with, and the vulnerability of being in photographs. So really, it's quite nice for this to win a portrait award, because I think it's really a thank you to people that let me photograph them. All of us as photographers understand how important that relationship is and how much we owe to our subjects. So yeah, it's really lovely for it to be in this prize. And thank you so much for doing this every year. The Photo Collective team are so great. So wonderful to be here and be able to meet so many other photographers and be part of this beautiful community. So thank you. And congratulations to everyone else. The work is fantastic. Thanks so much. Congratulations. Yeah, no, tell me about it. Yes, as Madeline alluded to, we try not to tell the winners. Sometimes we might have to encourage them gently to come, but we try not to tell the winners so that it is a nice surprise. And I think Julie will be loving the bright yellow skirt there. So that's sort of it. For those who might not have figured it out, we've been a bit sneaky this year, and a lot of the people talking tomorrow are winners, in fact. We can never do this again, ever, so please come down and hear them talk about their winning images. And other than that, I just want to say thank you all so much. Thank you to everyone, as Tom said, who's been a part of it. This doesn't work without you guys having trust in us to facilitate something like this. So thank you. Please stick around for Meg and Tom's talk at 2:30. We will be here all night. So stay around all night if you like. You can go away and come back and we'll probably still be here. So thank you. And I just want to finish by just saying, you know, take photos, make memories. EJ was had an absolute passion for making sure we document everything in life and holding on to those memories. So do as EJ does and make some pictures. Thanks.